For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 8 of Season 2 here at Roma. We start with an away game against Celtic in the Champions League. Of course, they lost their opening game and we won our opening game of the Champions League group stage. So hoping to repeat their result and our result by us winning and them losing. We follow that up with massive game. Huge game. It's Juventus at home in Serie A, followed by Torino away. So 2 games against sides from Turin. Because, of course, we are prioritising the Champions League, I'll be starting a... rephrase. We're prioritising Serie A. We're not prioritising the Champions League. I will play a rotated 11 against Celtic to ensure that my entire first team is fit and healthy and ready to take on the test of Juventus in a week's time. But hopefully we can get 3 wins today. Hopefully. We have been improved, even further on from last season, but Juventus will be a massive test. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more, and we'll dive feet first into a game against Celtic away from home. Armstrong, forward to Dembele. Oh, nice interception from Juan Jesus, but his control isn't good enough, and they've stolen it back, and Scott Sinclair is so desperately unlucky not to have given Celtic a 1-0 lead. Unbelievable from Scott Sinclair there. I would have thought he would have pulled it back with a teammate just desperately waiting for that pullback, but he didn't do it. And just as I changed direction to try and match the run of Ep8 to play the through ball, Ep8 changes his run and goes the other way, which is frustrating. They very nearly could have been 1-0 up here at Celtic Park, but luckily for me, Satchison actually destroys me with a bit of good footwork there. Luckily for me, they hit the woodwork, and we'll stay at 0-0. Free kick for Celtic. Decent position this. Is he going to shoot? He is. And, well, needed to react there, Allison. I think it might have been headed wide. But still, just to make sure, he clings onto it. Defrel will drill this out wide and actually well intercepted by Kieran Tierney, a player that we're interested in signing at Southampton. So we'll keep an eye on him and see how he plays. Similarly, Moussa Dembele, actually, because the 2 of them are transfer targets in my other series. And of course, we're a year in here, so we might be able to see how they play after a year's worth of development and growth. May will get on the end of this. Eventually get it under control after running 30 yards with the ball at his feet. Cross is decent, actually, and Schick. It was actually a Turbe that was chasing that, but unfortunately couldn't get on the end of it. So we'll stay at 0-0 after 27 minutes. The game's quite end-to-end at the minute, as you can tell. Dembele into Armstrong. Lays that back to Atchison, but intercepted by Emerson, and will build and go back the other way again. Give that in there to Schick. Turbe's made a good run, but can't quite find him. Defrel will get it out to him now. Footwork maybe to beat the defender. Kieran Tierney with him. There's a Berber spin. That's gone well. And a Ronaldo chop. And we'll pull it back. And Pellegrini. I mean, I can't really celebrate that. I don't know what the button combination is for the apology celebration, but if I did, I would do that. Sorry, Celtic. That is particularly unfair. A huge deflection. Was the first shot initially on target? It was, but wow. Such is the way of things sometimes in football, but desperately unlucky for Celtic to go 1-0 down there, especially in that manner. Gerson, out wide to Karsdorp. God, there's a lot of men in the middle there. Getting quite busy in the central area of the field. Schick looks for Defrel, finds him well, and was headed towards the top corner, but Craig Gordon does well to pluck it out the air. Batman and Robin very nearly linking up for another goal, but it wasn't to be. Gamboa, holding Mayer off well. Can Celtic build on good physical play in the back to perhaps do something going forward? The answer at the minute is no, and Schick will obviously play that to Iturbe, who will race forwards and onto it, and then square it across for Sviatchenko to slide in and get away. Schick's turned well though, and there's a bit of space to get the shot off, deflected, and this time not into the back of the net, and out for a corner instead. Corner from Gerson, it's whipped well, up goes Schick, wide of the target. Turbe, to Pellegrini to Gerson, through there to Schick, back to Pellegrini, and Defrel, good finish. He was borderline offside there, Defrel, he was in a physical tussle with the defender, but I think he must just have been level with the entire line. You see, just there, and then I think the defender actually caught him up slightly. Perhaps fortunate for it to go in off the post like that on his right foot. Wasn't the most accurate of efforts, but we'll take it. 2-0 just before half-time. Does look like we're going to get a second win and Celtic are going to get a second defeat in the Champions League group stage. Rodgers plays that through to Scott Sinclair, gets it quickly forward. Karsdorp trying to outmuscle him but can't. And Moussa Dembele with a deadly finish pulls Celtic one back. That's well taken actually there by Moussa Dembele. Alright, you're 2-1 down, mate. You don't have to shush me. What a cheeky little bastard. He shushed me. I'm not having that. I'm going to go and score a third. Maya looking for Schick. That is a great ball. Now I just need to stay away from the defenders that are with me. And maybe find a teammate that's rushing forward. Or go solo. No, we'll go for the teammate option. Jerson will go across here to Castle. Back to Jerson quickly. Through that gap there looking for Defrel, who spun well. But good tackle by Sviatchenko to stop me from getting the opportunity on goal to get the third goal and kill the game off. And as things stand, Celtic do still have a chance of getting something out of this. They're playing the ball about well here. They'll take the advantage there. Atchison's had a terrible game to this point, but feeds in Bitton, who pulls Celtic level. He squeezed that through the tiniest of gaps at the near post. Should Alisson have done better? Maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's a good finish. Celtic 2, Roma 2. Dembele shushed me after the first goal, and I thought that was a little bit uncalled for. But they could have gotten away with shushing me after the second. There's the final whistle. It's a 2-2 draw against Celtic. Fair play to them for fighting back and getting something out of the game. I am disappointed in myself for not being able to hold on to a 2-0 lead, but never mind. What was the result in the other game? Liverpool 1, Wolfsburg 1. So we actually haven't lost ground, at least, on Liverpool. We'll face them in tomorrow's episode in the Champions League, but a 1-1 draw for them against Wolfsburg. So we're on 4, Liverpool are on 4, and both Wolfsburg and Celtic are now on 1. So the gap is still 3 points between ourselves and Liverpool and the other two teams in the group. And now it's a battle between ourselves and Juventus. Oh, okay, great. See ya. Chorley's going to leave us. It's now a battle between the two 100% record sides left in the division as Inter drop points with the draw on match day 5. Our goal difference is similar. They've conceded less goals than me, but I have only conceded 4 in 5 games, which is unlike me. I have a funny feeling that I might be conceding a couple more against Juve, but we'll see how things go. I'm intrigued to see if their new signing, Marcus Rashford, starts here for Juventus. He does. Marcus Rashford in the starting lineup for Juve, presumably on the left-hand side. Yes, with Dybala at Cameron Bernardeschi on the right. Sergio Roberto in midfield with Sidibe, another new signing at right-back. Aymeric Laporte at centre-back. Gigi Buffon back in goal. Ooh, this will be interesting. Marcelo into Fred. Here's Victor Wanyama across to Alessandro Florenzi. Go down the line there as Alexandro gets himself all out of position. Under, pull this back. It's Fred. Twist one way then the other. On his left foot. Well held by Gigi. 0-0 after 4 minutes. He's 40 years old now in this save, Gigi Buffon, but I bet your bottom dollar he's just as good as he ever has been. Here's Rashford on the counter at pace. And with good dribbling feet too, but Florenzi's ready to deal with it.
Very promptly and decisively.
To Fred, there's Nangolan. Again, Alexandro out of position at left back. Under looking to drive in behind. Don't get in a physical battle with Alexandro. You won't win it. Oh, and that was destined for the far top corner if Buffon hadn't clawed that away. Sanabria does well to win it back without fouling the man, but I can't find El Shaarawy. Well defended by Sergio Roberto. Now here come Juventus going the other way again. The game against Celtic was quite end-to-end at times, and it looks like this one is going to be something similar, at least in the opening 10 minutes or so. And a lot of the play going through Rashford, but luckily he hasn't damaged me yet. Fred into Wanyama. Florenzi, see Sanabria making that run. I could go out to Under. I'm just going to pull it back. Juventus playing with a very high pressure midfield, as you can see, closing the man down. I'm going to give Marcelo a shot here. Well, it was worth a try, but it wasn't too difficult for Buffon to shift his feet and get behind the ball. Mostly turn around the corner there by El Shaarawy, and Fred has got the pace to get away from Sergio Roberto here. He's going to try and drop the shoulder and cut back. And where's El Shaarawy? There he is, arriving at the right time and deflected. Falls straight to Sanabria and blocked by the goalkeeper. It couldn't have fallen to me in a better position for Sanabria there, and he was onside as well. Buffon is having a really good game so far. Bernardeschi. Here's Sidibe. Into Dybala. Nice tackle by Manolas. Higuain wide of the target. I don't know whether that was a pass from Dybala or whether I tackled it straight to him. No, it was a genuine pass from Dybala with his right foot. Squeezed it off before the defender got there. Higuain squeezed his shot off before the defender got there as well, but thankfully for me it was off target. Fred out to El Shaarawy. Knock it there for Marcelo. Go centrally and then to El Shaarawy again. Through that gap. And, well, then to El Shaarawy again. Stefan El Shaarawy. Oh, he took an age to take a first touch there. That's inexplicable. If he'd have just run, then he'd have been clean through. But he stood there next to the ball and then started sprinting again. That was definitely not what I did with the controller. It's going to drop, hit it under. Bit of footwork, work the space, get the shot off. Blocked by Aymeric Laporte and straight to the arms of Gigi Buffon. Dybala into Higuain. Cross here to Bernardeschi. Good save by Farman. It's been not one-way action, but heavily one-sided this first half. But Juventus coming close and still might get themselves a 1-0 lead before half-time. Aymeric Laporte, of all people, at the back post there, eventually drops to him really kindly and just tries to poke it home off the outside the post and out for a goal kick. Stoppage time at the end of the first half. Free kick Juventus. Paulo Dybala over the bar and the half-time whistle sounds. Good opportunity for them to take the lead right at the end of the half, but they're not able to do it. Higuain back to Matuidi, out wide to Marcus Rashford. Driving down the line, Florenzi there. Carrying a knock, not able to carry the ball away. Out. Oh, I nearly took him down there. Higuain stabs at the ball. Really poor technique from Gonzalo there. You would have expected better from him. If he'd have just kept his composure, that surely should have been 1-0. Definitely could have been 1-0. Get that in there to Victor Wanyama and then look for El Shaarawy. It was meant to be a ball to feet. It wasn't in the end. Unfortunately, El Shaarawy wasn't able to get the ball properly under control to create a chance for us. Dybala with the ball now. Plays the 1-2 with Matuidi and he's in behind and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch him. Manolas. Dybala to Rashford. Well held by Farman. Higuain. Into Dybala, forward to Matuidi. He's offside. Oh, that's lucky. Plays Matuidi, obviously just not used to being that far forward up the pitch. Sergio Roberto going off for Claudio Marchisio to replace him. Tempted to make some substitutions of my own sooner rather than later. We've got half an hour to go. It's still 0-0. It's been a very tight game. We've had to rely on Ralph Farman to make a couple of good saves. They've had to rely on Gigi Buffon to make a couple of good saves, but El Shaarawy's onside here. If I can get this to Sanabria, or maybe just keep going with El Shaarawy. Should have decided what to do rather than just jogging into the box with the ball and not really making a decision. 27 minutes to go, still 0-0. Really close game this. Squeeze that through. Marcelo's pushing forward. El Shaarawy's round the corner again. Now can I make a decision this time? We'll turn his side and the close control's not good enough. El Shaarawy actually fouled the defender there. Bernardeschi. And unfortunately, they're going to come away with it again, and I am going to make a change now. Renzi, Wanyama, Fred, Jimenez to Marcelo. Good possession play, but will it lead to anything in the end? Sanabria just trying to shake off the defender. He's done well to keep possession, and we'll drop that back there to Fred. Quickly close down. There's Victor Wanyama. Wanyama of all people! With the sheer amount of attacking talent on display in this game, and it's Victor Wanyama that scores the goal to give us the first goal of the game. 1-0 Roma after 70 minutes. And I don't know what the defender was doing there. He just was Rashford. He just ran off. Literally, just ran off. Cheers then. 1-0. Rashford. Out to Alexandra via the tackle of Victor Wanyama. Most certainly at fault for that goal, Marcus Rashford. Gore! I thought it was going well wide. Oh! Manolas! Oh my lord! I pressed the clear button and Manolas has headed that against his own bar. I can't even begin to put into words what just happened. They have a shot that looks like it's going wide. The keeper reacts late. He comes back off the crossbar into open play again. That's Manolas' attempt at a clearance. I do then get a clearance and it drops to Rashford, who buries it top bins to make up for his mistake for giving us the goal earlier on. That is a really good finish, and he had such a narrow window of opportunity there with 2 defenders closing him down. That is a superb finish from Marcus Rashford. I'm glad we got to see that final replay because it shows you the best angle of just exactly how accurate that shot was. Marcus Rashford in a Juventus shirt pulls them level. Wanyama to Nangolan. El-Shaarawy. Back to Marcelo around the corner there to El-Shaarawy again. I'm going to race onto it and keep it in. Cut back. Whip the ball into the box. And, oh, it was very nearly Wanyama that was there again. Trying to win that back there was shit, but couldn't get to the ball. I'm still recovering from the way that they scored their equaliser, to be honest. Why Manolas' decision of a clearance was to head that straight back towards his own goal. And it could quite easily have just gone straight in, but it came back off the bar. 6 minutes to go here. And Juventus are trying to build on their momentum. And now they've hit the bar again. What a save by Ralph Farman. Unbelievable stop. Get this. Whoa, he nearly forgot the ball into Wanyama. And we're on the counter. Wanyama seemingly my most influential attacking player right now. Oh, and Laporte cuts that out brilliantly, as Sanabria would have been clean in. Here's Gonzalo Higuain. Jose Maria Jimenez with the tackle and the clearance. I'll try and chase onto it. It's going to go straight to Buffon. A 1-1 draw, or just a draw in general, is probably a fair result, judging by the way that both sides have created chances and both teams have defended throughout the game, other than the mistake from Rashford that led to my goal and the mistake from Manolas that led to theirs. Oh, Farman with a save again to stop Juventus from stealing all 3 points. Blaise Matuidi goes off, and they've brought someone else on. They've had 10 shots so far. They might need an 11th to win it. And Bernardeschi with the... Oh no, Higuain! I thought it was just going to go wide, but Higuain was there to get on the end of it. Turned out to be a pinpoint pass. Paulo Dybala with another corner for Juventus. And it's whipped again. Brought down by Bernardeschi. Under rolls over, and then Bernardeschi still gets to the ball. Here's Daniele Rugani out wide, but Nangolan intercepts. And as I play the ball forward, the final whistle goes. A ridiculously entertaining game against Juventus that ends with both sides taking a share of the spoils. That was unbelievable. I can't... Oh, there's so many highlights from that game. Not an overly large amount of chances, but almost every single opportunity was a goal-scoring one. Or clear-cut chance. Unbelievable. What a game. Right, let's head into the game against Torino and hope to at least calm things down a little bit and get a simple victory. Florenzi's out for 3 weeks, frustratingly, and Daniele De Rossi's unhappy, but you're terrible, mate. Your ratings have dropped dramatically, and there is not a chance that you're getting any first-team football. I'll just accept that. Palmer have come in for sec. And now we'll head to the game against Torino after a little bit of administration to be done between games. Oh, and Chorley's transfer talks broken down. Brilliant. No, I don't want the Portuguese international management job either. It's all going on, isn't it? Bloody hell, won't stop. Marcelo down the line into El-Shaarawy. Nangolan, Sanabria, twist one than the other, and there's Rajan Nangolan. He's in great goal scoring form this season, but he's not able to give us a 1-0 lead after 4 minutes, but there's the first chance of the game. Rick Karsdorp having to fill in at right back for Alessandro Florenzi, who, as we saw, picked up a knock in the previous game against Juventus. Hopefully we don't miss him too much. He's only out for 3 weeks, but still 3 weeks without one of your first team defenders is a considerable period of time. I couldn't quite work the angle there for Sanabria to get the shot off to give us a second chance to take the lead here away from home in Turin. But unfortunately for Torino, they can't seem to keep possession for the time being, and it's just going to keep come flooding back towards their goal every time they give it back to me. Around the corner there to Wanyama. Through that gap to Sanabria, who's made a great run, and he's in behind. Sanabria! Straight down the throat of Salvatore Sirigu. Nice ball through to Belotti. In the box, turns well. It's gone back the other way, which I didn't expect. Belotti, why shoot from there? Why he's still trying to shoot from there? Twice from the byline. You quite literally will never score from that angle like that. Why is he even trying that? Come on, Belotti, you're better than that. Marcelo to El-Shaarawy. Nangolan pointed for it where he wanted it, and he will run onto it where he wanted it. Will turn, will cross. Wanyama! Oh, off the bar from Victor Wanyama. Down towards Sanabria, who gets the spin and goes down. Penalty given. Paolo Fiore, I don't know whether it was a tug of the shirt or he clipped his ankles. We'll have a look at the replay, but Sanabria went down in a heap and had no reason to dive. He was literally spinning to take a shot. as he goes for the spin. I don't know whether he's just got his feet taken out from underneath him as he went to swivel, or whether he just caught the standing leg. I'm not sure. Will be Sanabria to take the penalty. We'll run up and we will score it! Torino 0, Roma 1 after 37 minutes. Yes! Cross there to under. This is well worked about, but there's still a number of Torino people back here that we have to negotiate around. What a through ball, Thiago Falque. He's onside here. And, oh, I read it, but it's dropped straight to Lukic. Don't. No. I just leant on him. He's leaned into his back. It probably is a penalty. Oh. He's just stood there and he just shows his back to me. And to be fair, if you look closely, go back and look closely, Wanyama's feet do touch the ball, but whether he's touched the ball because of the pressure in the back, I'm not sure. We'll have a look which way Belotti's going to go. I think he might dink this, you know. No. Oh, he's put it exactly the same way I went. 1-1. A penalty apiece each. It's tackled by Manolas. He should have the pace to get to that. Manolas on a run here. Now, how good is his passing? Oh, decent. Sanabria. Sirigu. What a save. What a great start to the second half that would have been. Undo with the delivery. Marcelo's up. Gets crunched and cleared away. Nice ball into Baselli, who's turned well and has space to get into as well. The shot! Wow! What a goal! Daniele Baselli. That was a rifle. His left foot was like a gun. The way he just shot that into the top corner. The angle's not the worst, but it's just the shot power. Cool. Bloody hell. Fair play. 2-1 Torino. Fred into Sanabria. And going to Sanabria again. A little back heel. Fred's there. Fred! We're level. This game's coming alive. They got a penalty just after we scored from a penalty. And we've scored a goal just after they scored a goal in the second half as well. 37-43. 56-59. 2-2. Lukic to Belotti. Waiting for the turn. Doesn't come. Jimenez into Nangolan. Out there to Under. Lovely ball. And the first touch taken away from the defender right now. Drive into that space. I've got Sanabria across there if I need him. But I might not. Under into the bottom corner. We are in front. This second half really has come alive. 56, 59, 66. 3 goals in 10 minutes. 2 of them for us. 1 for Torino. We've gone from 1-0 up back to 1-1. From 2-1 down back to 2-2. And now we're 3-2 in front. Wanyama. Drill that looking for Nangolan. Who gets there. Takes a touch. Gets tackled before I could just cut back. Wanyama will try and get this off the man in the middle, but can't. Baselli plays that away quickly. Thiago Falque. So foul there maybe? No, nothing given, but I need to be careful of the run by the man in the middle. Belotti will turn his side, then go back down the line. Karstorp here with him. Good delivery. Marcelo's up and heads away, thankfully. We've got 5 minutes to defend this lead, or if I can get the ball off them in a decent position, counter-attack and get a 4th. But at the minute, I can't get the ball off them. Falque tackled. Elshar should get to that and does. Nangolan can't keep possession. Oh, and then Elshar can't return it to him. It's getting a little bit stressful now at the back. As Torino look to dominate proceedings for the last few minutes, trying to get themselves that equaliser. Playing the ball about nicely. Waiting for the cutback. It doesn't come. Fred out wide here to Under, and now's the counter-attacking opportunity. And there's, well, space to run into. Under breaks free. Sanabria's just run at me. I'll now get it across, but it's a terrible pass. Great. Why he ran at me there, I've no idea. Basically just drew the second defender towards me as well and left me with no real option but to try and squeeze it through a gap that wasn't there. Dos Santos, there's the ball to Belotti, and he is very good in front of goal! And proves it! Torino 3, Roma 3. In stoppage time, off the underside of the bar, Andrea Belotti pulls Torino back level for the second time in the game. They've gone behind twice, we've gone behind once. And both sides will get a point from this one. We've got a draw against Juventus, and now we've got a draw against Torino. We can't seem to beat sides from Turin, evidently, at least at this early stage of the season. Giving the ball away there, Nangolan wins it back. There might still be time. If Sanabria can race away here, I'll look for Under. And to Sanabria again. There might still be time. Oh, I held my breath there as Nangolan took the effort. No, there isn't any more time. 3-3 the final score. 2 draws to end today's episode, unfortunately. But 2 very entertaining games against both sides from Turin. Obviously, Juventus being the better, but the game against Torino having the more goals in it. Although probably a similar amount of chances to the one against Juventus, actually. I created more against Torino, but obviously they scored more as well. Player returns from injury. Alessandro Florenzi's back in reckoning for the game against Liverpool, but won't play, of course, because I'll play a rotated side in the Champions League. So Liverpool will be the first game of the next episode, and the league still sees us on top, although Juventus are yet to play for match day 7, as are Inter Milan, who could come level with us or go above us on goal difference. We haven't yet played them in the league for the head-to-head, so we're top for now, and we'll just be happy enough with that. I think Torino, to be fair, earned themselves a draw there. It's frustrating to have conceded in the last minute, but they were a good team to play against. Anyway, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. There was a Southampton career mode episode uploaded earlier on today. And I will see you tomorrow.